The dog nuttery continues. In this dog culture, especially on social media, these dog nuts, they will post memes, like cartoon memes, with them, saying, things like "I'm busy hugging dogs" or something about hugging dogs or loving dogs or something about putting dogs before people, but they're always emphasizing them hugging dogs. Just any dog, any strange dog, stray dog, dogs you don't know. They just say just to hug them. And in dog culture, generally speaking, in dog culture, they teach and tell and reinforce everyone to just go out there and hug dogs. One second. Yeah, the dog culture in general, they teach and they tell people to keep hugging dogs. They just tell them just hug dogs. At the same time, they're telling people to hug dogs. They then say they say things like don't do this, don't do things like this, don't do things like this, don't do this, don't do this. But then these dog lovers and the dog culture, they end up doing what they say not to do. They still end up doing these things. They do these things. Dog nuts do this. They do this. I see them on videos. I see them in pictures doing this to dogs. I see a lot of these dog nuts promoting hugging dogs, promoting getting your face close to dogs. This is what they do. They allow their children to be placed with their face in front of a dog, their baby, their toddler. They allow that to happen. But at the same time, they say, don't do it. They're going to say, don't do it, but at the same time, they say, do it. See how confusing this dog culture is. And you can't tell me that dog nuts do not do things like this. You can't tell me dog nuts don't do this. You can't tell me dog nuts don't grab their head and kiss them. They do. They do. You can't tell me that for them not to stare in their eyes. They do. They do. How about putting their hand in their face? They do. They do all these things. Whether it's a stray dog, strange dog, their own dogs, they do this. But at the same time, they then tell you not to do this. And then when it happens, they say, don't do this. And the same people that say, don't do this, are the ones doing this. And when they do it, some other dog nuts will say, don't do this. You see, it's just a big mess here, ladies and gentlemen. And again, this video, again, proves how dim-witted, confusing this dog culture is. Because this dog culture, it is telling people to hug strange dogs, any dog. They say all dogs are great, no bad dog. Love dogs. Dogs are perfect. Dogs are man's best friends. They put these dogs as perfect, as never can do any fault. And at the same time, they're telling people to go out their way and hug and to kiss strange dogs like this. That's what they're telling people to do. I guarantee you, this is not the first time she's done this. This is not the first time she has done something like this. And here she is doing it, and now they're saying it's the people's fault. Just don't blame the dog. It's these people who are doing it. But I guarantee when she did this, the many times before, people were praising her. People were loving her. People were encouraging her to do this. They were. And there's another video I did not save the video. I didn't save it, unfortunately, but I seen it. And it was of a child. I believe he was either he was putting his hand, I think he was tapping the dog on the head, I think the child was tapping the dog on the head or something like that. And the dog didn't attack him. And the guy behind the camera, I believe, said, "Do it again." The guy behind the camera said, "Do it again." Again, I wish I could show you the video just to get a sense of what I'm talking about. So this behavior is encouraged. It is taught. It's not the first time that they've done something like this. It is not the first time they've done something like this. And they even have a day in the year where they emphasize, hug your dog day. Or even if it's hug a dog. It should be just hug a dog. Because these dog nuts are going to be hugging many, many dogs out there. And it's going to be just like this situation where these random dog nuts are hugging these random dogs. And when they don't get attacked or bitten, people are going to love it. They're going to encourage it and praise it. But when they do get attacked and bitten, they're going to automatically blame the person for doing this. And like I said, this is not the first time she's done this. It can't be. She just walked straight up to the strange guy on the street. He's on a motorcycle. This is not a time place to that. People don't just do this, walk up to people like this. So she has done this before. And obviously this has, and for them to not get attacked, it probably has never happened before because they were shocked. But again, these dog nuts will praise this type of behavior. But if it goes wrong, they're going to blame the human and praise the dog for this behavior, for these types of events. And like I say, and I always say that, but like I always say, dog culture, it makes no sense. These dog nuts have it every way. These dog nuts just have an excuse for everything. Everything. Even if they've done something before with the dog 1,000,000 times, they're going to encourage it and praise it. And they do it for the 100th and millionth in one, and they get attacked or bitten, they're going to blame the person or blame the owner for getting attacked that one time after the other, times they weren't attacked. It is just a confusing, subjective, all over the place, sloppy culture. It is just horrible. Horrible. And this dog culture is what's getting people killed and getting their limbs amputated. But yet, dogs are being worshipped. A lot of dog nuts like this are being worshipped. But when things go wrong, they're gonna protect that dog no matter what. Anyways, Gore the Dog Butcher, another worthless mutts, and remember, it is okay to hate dogs.